Hola! Welcome back to Learning Spanish with Encanto Part 2. I'm Marcy Perez, and welcome to my virtual classroom. So let's go ahead and get started. So today for Clase Uno, for our first class, we are going to go ahead and introduce ourselves. Like I had just said, me llamo Marcy Perez. What about you? ¿Cómo te llamas? Let me hear you practice saying your name. ¿Cómo te llamas? So you say me llamo and then your name, like me llamo Marcy Perez. All right, and these are the names of all our Encanto, our Encanto characters. Se llama is how you say his or her name is. So se llama Luisa, se llama Isabella, se llama Alma, se llama Mirabel, se llama Julieta, se llama Camilo, se llama Antonio, se llama Félix, se llama Dolores, se llama Pepa, y se llama Agustín. Okay. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Where are you located? ¿Dónde estás? So here is our mapa of the whole world. And the mapa, if you zoom in to the United States, this is where I am. Yo estoy en Iowa. Yo estoy en Iowa. And this is Antonio. Antonio está en Colombia. Colombia is down here in South America. Colombia is a country in South America where the Encanto movie takes place. What about you? Where are you at? ¿Dónde estás? All right. Now, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás means how are you feeling? ¿Cómo estás? And you reply by saying estoy, and then you pick a word to describe how you're feeling. Like, for example, maybe you're feeling well, like Agustín. You'd say estoy bien. Or maybe a little nervous for Spanish class. Estoy nervioso. Or maybe you're not feeling well. Estoy mal, like Dolores. Or you're chill, relaxed. Estoy relajado. Or feliz. Estoy feliz, like Mirabel. Or triste. Triste, sad, like Pepa. O frustrada, like Luisa. Estoy frustrada. Furiosa, like Abuela. And curioso, like Antonio. Which one works for you today? ¿Cómo estás? Yo estoy feliz. Yo estoy feliz. I'm happy today. All right. So the date, just a reminder, last Encanto class, we learned how to form the date. So let's go ahead and practice for today's date. Let's say if today, you could be watching this video on various days. So I'm just chose a day, being this one here and that's circled. So if I wanted to say today's date, I would say hoy es el 7 de enero. Okay, so hoy es is the green one down here. So now we're going to expand on that and learn how to say yesterday was and tomorrow will be. Okay, so hoy es we practiced all in Canto 1 and that's the one I just did. So now let's practice yesterday was. So you could say ayer fue el 6 de enero. Ayer fue el 6 de enero. Mañana será el 8 de enero. Mañana será el 8 de enero. Hoy es lunes. Ayer fue domingo. Mañana será martes. Go ahead, pause and practice. All right. ¿Qué tiempo hace? ¿Qué tiempo hace? Just a reminder, we use hace when we want to talk about the temperature of the air. So you could say hace frío, hace fresco, hace calor. But we also want to practice saying other descriptive ways of just saying the weather. It could be maybe sunny, hace sol. Cloudy, está nublado. Nieva, llueve. Y hace viento. So go ahead. I can give an example here. In Iowa, nieva y hace frío. What about for you? ¿Qué tiempo hace? Go ahead, pause, and discuss. ¿Cuál es la temperatura? ¿Cuál es la temperatura? We're going to practice numbers. What is the temperature? So, how you talk about the temperature in Fahrenheit, you would say, let me make this a tad bit smaller here. There we go. La temperatura es, and then you say your number, grados Fahrenheit. And so last class we learned numbers all the way through 30. So if you're now to build on to that, just a reminder, we have our how you form your numbers through 30. We have our uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. We have our once group, once, doce, trece, catorce, quince. And then when you get to 16, you start adding the numbers over here together to create new ones. Like 10 plus 6, you look at the and sign, the Y sign is an and, like an addition problem. Diez y seis, diez y siete, diez y ocho, diez y nueve. So like 10 and 9 is 19. And then we just have a bunch of the tens places. So once you know the tens place, you can build off any number. So I think we last time in Encanto 1, we did the 20 and 30. Now, for above 30, we have some new tens places to learn. So go ahead, repeat after me. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And mil, we don't have to worry about 1,000 being a temperature or a million being a temperature. So mil and un millón would be how you do 1,000 or a million. So today in Iowa, la temperatura es 20 grados Fahrenheit. What about you? ¿Cuál es la temperatura? Go ahead and pause and practice saying. Okay, we're also going to learn how to say seasons. So we have the 4 different seasons. Hay 4 temporadas diferentes. Repeat after me. El invierno, primavera, verano, otoño. In Iowa, la temporada es invierno. What about you, where you are? Okay, we're also going to practice stating when our birthday is. And Mirabel here is saying happy birthday to you. Feliz cumpleaños is how you say happy birthday. Now, to practice saying your birthday in Spanish, you will use this formula here. You will say, mi cumpleaños es el, and then the number, and here's your number chart here, the day, and then the month. So I can go first and give you an example. I could say, mi cumpleaños es el 8 de febrero. Mi cumpleaños es el 8 de febrero. What about you? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? Go ahead and pause and practice saying your birthday or your friends, pets, or family members' birthdays so you can have an opportunity to practice saying all of the different months. And just a reminder, what they sound like are, repeat after me, enero, febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, diciembre. Okay. Okay, so our next activity, you should have printed this off before class. This is going to be a connect the dots activity. And for this activity, I'm going to tell you the order of the different letters and numbers that I would like for you to connect. And then at the end, it's going to make something. And so here's your number charts if you need for the numbers. And last class we practiced our alphabet, so I put the alphabet chart here as well. Just a reminder how we say each letter in Spanish. The red is to help you figure out what it would sound like in the English language. So, like for example, the letter A in Spanish sounds like like ah, be, be. See that? All right, so repeat after me. Here we go. A, B, C. Che, de, a, f, a. He, h, e. J, k, l. Ella, m, n. Ñ, o, p, q. R, r. S, t, u. B, doble B. X, Y, and Z. All right, so let's go ahead and grab your pencil. Hopefully you have a printed off form so you can go ahead and listen. If not, print it off and come back and you can listen to me say the sequential numbers again. Here we go. We're going to begin with the number 10. 10. ¿Dónde está? Where is number 10? I'll give you a hint. 10 is right here. So this is where you should be putting your pen down. Now you can always pause if you feel like I'm going too fast or you need to listen to me say the number or letter again. Here is the correct order, and then at the end it should make an animal. All right, here we go. Number 1 is 10. 10 connects to the letter B. B. B connects to 42. 42 to the letter A. 43. 15. 15. Then 36. 36. 40. 32. 2. 2 goes to the letter R. R. Then the letter P. P. Back to the number 31. 31. 31. 24. 38. Then comes the letter M. M. M goes to 29. 29. Then to 46. 46. To number 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Then comes the letter H. H. To number 20. 20. To number 25. Then 7. 7. Then comes the letter Hey. Hey goes to Te. Te goes to Day. Number 33. 45, ocho, K, the letter K. Number 37, 37, 41, F, letter F, to the number 14, 14, then to 21, 21, then comes the number 44, 44, ending with the number 10, 10. All right, if you need to go back, rewind and listen, or if you're ready to see what it should be, well, let's go ahead and check. We have a polar bear, un bear. This bear probably lives in Antonio's room with all the different animals. All right. And if you would like additional practice with numbers, you can go ahead and find the spelling of the numbers within the word search puzzle and spelling out the numbers and practicing your colors as well that we learned last class. There's additional practice included in this course. So like number 1, the question says, ¿Cuántos animales hay en la foto? ¿Cuántos, remember, means how many. So how many animals, I means there is or there are, how many animals are there in this picture? So do your little search and then you would spell out the amount that you could see. And then cuántas puertas, cuántas personas. Puertas are doors. And cuántas personas hay en la foto? People. ¿De qué color es la casa y de qué color es la vela? La abuela has a vela in her hand. So go ahead and you can practice writing out your sentences. All right, so it is time to open a door. Which puerta are we going to open today? You're going to open a puerta and receive a gift for until the next time you listen to class 2. Your puerta number will be cuatro. Let's open puerta cuatro and see what gift you're going to have here. You will be super fuerte. Ser super fuerte. You're going to be super fuerte, strong as fuerte, just like Luisa. All right, it is time to say a goodbye. Tell myself and Mirabelle a goodbye, and we will see you in next class. My goodbye to you is hasta pronto. Hasta pronto. Ciao.